Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. There we go. I'm the boss, and Canelo is the boss. But Canelo is stubborn, and he's a shrewd businessman. And when you take stubbornness and you couple that with shrewd business, you know what you get when it comes to Canelo? A guy who's gonna keep putting the duck sauce on the carne asada. That means he ain't fighting Benavidez in September, people. Y'all can get mad at Hood Champion if you want. I'm not hating on Canelo. Not at all. I'm just giving you guys the truth. Stubborn Canelo. He is going to do what he wants. That's like me. Being a retired guy, all the flexibility in the world. You think somebody's gonna come and tell me what to do? Shit, you crazy, man. Even with my kids, man, playing sports, and some of their coaches they need somebody to respond to something, and they'll be like, I need you guys to respond today. I don't respond to that shit. I just got it bad. I'm being honest with you. So I can only imagine Canelo when he's looking at these fight fans and everybody's trying to tell him, hey, you need to go and fight this guy. You should fight that guy. It's like, nah, I'm not. I do what I want. You know what I'm saying? It's like a brother of mine told me, like, hey, man, what did he say? He said, there's more work for you to do. Like suggesting just because I'm retired, that, hey, there's so much money out here. You should be out here, working or doing this. And I'm like, my man, brother and no brother, you should hold your horses and not take it to the stupid. I'm going to do what makes me happy. And I think Canelo is doing exactly that. He's doing what makes him happy. And I also think he understands if he gets into a Benavidez that, that fight could be very interesting. Because the reality is this, right? Canelo, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about weight, rehydration clauses, making people lose weight to fight him, making people gain weight to fight him, secret society, fly on the wall, sanctioning bodies, man, you know what I'm saying? A boomerang is not a slingshot. And it doesn't matter what people are talking about when it comes to Canelo. The bottom line is Canelo, man, he has proven that at his peak, anyone you put him in the ring with, you'd probably be stupid to bet against him, right? He has some ups and downs with Bivol, but combination punching, counter punching, and combination punching, and being able to let your hands go from the first second of the first round to the last second of the last round, along with clever footwork. That's what Bivol used to beat Canelo. And then you look at with Canelo and Munguia. But the problem Munguia had is in the first few rounds, Munguia had a lot of success. But what happened is he seemed to get, overconfident, comfortable, stayed in the pocket too long, and he ended up getting knocked down, kind of like Devin Haney. The first round was pretty rough for him against Ryan, but the second, third, fourth, I think fifth round, Devin started to, come back, had some success, but then Devin got comfortable. And he ended up getting touched by Ryan. So, but what you saw with Munguia is the combination punching. What you saw with Bivol, the combination punching. And then what you saw with Munguia, what you can't do is just kind of hang around after you've put the beans on Canelo and kind of admire your work. You just can't hang around in there. You got to get the hell out. So when you take a look at those two styles and you say, okay, David Benavidez, the combination punching is there. And that's what helped Munguia get success, helped Bivol get success. So you got to say that makes Benavidez a threat. Then you talk about power. Munguia has okay power. I don't think he has Benavidez power. And he did hurt Canelo a couple of times. Bivol doesn't really have that kind of power. Didn't really hurt Canelo, but he had Canelo's respect. But Benavidez has the combination punching and he has the power, right? Conditioning. Bivol had out of this world conditioning that helped him get all the way through the whole fight and to end up getting a win. Munguia has good conditioning. He doesn't have that conditioning of Bivol. So again, Munguia, Canelo was able to control him the second half of the fight because of the work Canelo put in the beginning. Body shots didn't help either. But I just think when it comes to conditioning, Munguia doesn't have the conditioning of a Bivol. Now we've talked about power, combination punching, and conditioning. When it comes to David Benavidez, his conditioning's out this world. He's worked with Mima already. So, but his conditioning has been out of this world and is going to keep being the same or even better. So going up, if he gets the fight against Canelo, you already know Munguia is going to be, Benavidez is going to be a beast. Now, we talked about the pros. Now, the one thing that worked against, nothing works to get against Bivol. Bivol did everything great. The thing that worked against Munguia is he stayed in the pocket too long. And he was leaning forward with his chin over his foot. You can't do that. And he was very susceptible to a lot of shots. And he could have been leaning over too because he was more or less trying to protect his body and was worried about his body. So you see guys tend to lean over. With David Benavidez, he will stand in the pocket and he will trade. David Benavidez looks for the mashup crash up. But when he's in the pocket, he's letting his hands go. He's very physical. He throws short chopping punches, and I can see him coming from up top and hitting Canelo on the top of the head. But I can also see Canelo shooting that uppercut. So Benavidez Canelo, I think, is I tend to side towards Benavidez getting the victory. But I'm gonna tell you, when I sit back and I look at the things that Bivol and Munguia were able to employ to get them success, David does it. But the mistake that Munguia was making by hanging in the pocket too long, I think David does the same thing. He'll hang around there too long, and a guy like Canelo, there's a possibility of him getting off on you, being that combination puncher. But I just think David Benavidez' speed, power, combinations, and conditioning is going to ultimately be lead to the downfall of Canelo. If Canelo is able to get the win over Benavidez, and because Benavidez gets in close, he looks for the mashup crash up, and we don't really know how good his chin is. And if Canelo cracks him, we could see David Benavidez get himself in trouble, and then his dad jump in the ring and start talking about, oh no, the Mexican Canelo, he knocked up the Mexican monster. Oh no, Canelo. No, he start crying. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, Canelo's in a tough situation with the fans. Benavidez is in a tough situation with his career. Because when it comes to Canelo, I mean, he's like, fans want me to fight this guy. I love my fans, but at the same time, you're not going to get me killed. And Benavidez is in a tough position with his career. Because like, do I hang around at 168? Do I go to 175? He's about to fight a killer in Gvozdyk. If he beats Gvozdyk, Al-Sheikh isn't thinking about making the Canelo fight. He's trying to make him have him fight the winner of Beterbiev Bivol. All that being said, Benavidez is, to me, he's in a pretty good spot because either way it goes, he's going to get an opportunity for undisputed, and if he wins, he's going to make a lot of money, and his fights after that, they're going to be huge money. So we just got to sit back and wait and see what happens, man. But scorecards, I don't even think scorecards are going to matter with a fight. Benavidez and Canelo. The scorecards won't matter. I think somebody gets knocked out. You got great fighters who are strong, who are smart, and who are going to leave it on the line. But at the end of the day, Canelo is going to do what he wants. You know, don't be surprised if you see Canelo fight Berlanga. Don't be surprised. But Canelo, you know, Canelo's he's earned his right to do what he wants. Terence Crawford's earned his right to do what he wants. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else out there who just fought. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Nah, nobody really put the work in like those guys. But it is what it is, you know. That being said, y'all keep cool. Canelo's the boss. And it is what it is. In the breeze.